April 12th, 2023. Gervonta Davis vs Ryan Garcia is only 10 days away. Tank is in the lab, locked in, focused, and training. Ryan Garcia is making TikToks. As a Ryan Garcia fan, it pains me to say this, but despite having all the physical tools to become champion, he's holding himself back. Ryan Garcia had the height, reach, and speed advantage over Tank Davis, but even with his lightning bolt of a left hook, he never stood a chance. And making videos with Addison Rae instead of training with Canelo is just the beginning of his problems. Ryan Garcia can't seem to decide if he's a boxer or an influencer. Some of his fans probably know him from social media before they ever saw him enter the ring. He might have more collabs with content creators than he does sparring partners. But for good reason. With a Cobra bag and some mitt work, he's grown his brand to superstar proportions without ever holding a title. He has more Instagram followers than both heavyweight champions combined, and brands have noticed. Appearing in national ad campaigns for Gatorade, Dior, and Gymshark have only further boosted his profile. And I can't blame him. Any way to make millions of dollars without getting punched in the face is the right move. Ryan Garcia is smartly leveraging his fame, but at the cost of training and honing his craft. It's hard to take him seriously when he's constantly filming TikToks and hanging out with YouTubers. His natural talent got him into the same camp as Canelo, but what he did next threw it all away. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Ryan Garcia's work ethic has come under question recently after Canelo implied he was lazy and unfocused.
Every fighter who is here in the gym saw Ryan come 20 minutes shadowboxing and then go. That's no discipline. You need to be disciplined.
Former trainer Eddie Reynoso claimed he was uncoachable, often prioritizing media obligations over training. Garcia would end up quitting the Reynoso stable, leaving behind a camp of champions and veterans including Canelo, Oscar Valdez, and Andy Ruiz. There are young prospects that would give up everything to train alongside a pound-for-pound champion like Canelo, but Garcia seemingly didn't have the discipline to stick around. After hiring Joe Goossen as his new head trainer, things were looking up heading into the Tank Davis fight. But it was later revealed that Garcia saw Goossen more as a partner than a teacher.
You don't necessarily train Ryan Garcia, you have to collaborate with him because he's got his ideas and his thoughts.
Garcia reportedly only showed up to the gym 3 days a week to spar and had Goossen come to his house for workouts. Like most Gen Z, he was just trying to work from home. Instead of absorbing and learning from those around him, Garcia seems to be adamant in doing it his own way. Goossen's game plan for the Tank fight was to maintain distance with his jab, utilize his height and reach, and counterpunch an overextending Davis. Garcia strayed from the blueprint, spammed left hooks, and ultimately paid the price.
The only mistake I really make sometimes when I do attack somebody, I won't understand that I gotta bring it back up. But that is obviously something I'm aware and I fix.
Ryan Garcia has infamously had a hole in his defense his entire career, dropping his right hand and leaving his chin wide open. We saw Gervonta Davis exploit it this year, we saw Luke Campbell take advantage 2 years ago, and I found footage of a 17-year-old Garcia with the same exact problem. That's 3 different coaches across a 7-year career that haven't been able to fix the issue. Whether you chalk it up to poor work ethic or a stubbornness to learn, his undisciplined defense finally caught up to him in the Tank fight. After he got dropped, his confidence was gone and he was afraid to get in range, ultimately losing via knockout to a crippling body shot. But losing is not the end of the world for Ryan Garcia. In a culture that obsesses over perfect records, taking a loss early in his career means he won't be afraid to lose his O in a future super fight. In losing, he also learned that his promoter doesn't really care about him, but that's for a whole other video. The best thing about losing is that it forces you to reevaluate yourself. This may be the perfect wake-up call for the 24-year-old, and by all accounts, Garcia is gearing up for a big comeback. His new trainer Derek James runs an elite camp of champions including Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, and most recently Anthony Joshua. Ryan Garcia just moved to Texas as well, perhaps signaling that he's fully committing to the sport. Amidst the constant TikToks and rumors that he's undisciplined, I can't say it was surprising that Ryan Garcia lost to Gervonta Davis. But despite his flaws, I still believe he's a future world champion. He's still young and is already improving the environment around him. He has all the tools, now it's up to him to put in the work and decide what his legacy will look like.